don't love yourself. And I'll tell you how I know. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't keep chasing people who make you feel like you're too much or not enough, or both, depending on the day. I'm Harry. Have a look at my bio. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't confuse being tolerated with being loved. You wouldn't mistake breadcrumbs for a feast. You wouldn't wait for someone else to finally realize your worth, when you could be the one recognizing it first. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't keep rewriting someone's imagined potential in your head while ignoring their patterns in real life. You wouldn't justify mixed signals, emotional distance, or cold silences with, well, they're just going through something. No, if you loved yourself, you'd realize you're going through something too. It's called neglect. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't fight so hard to keep someone who keeps letting you go. You wouldn't keep holding on to what hurts because it once felt good. You wouldn't beg someone to stay when your soul is already begging you to leave. You wouldn't shrink to make them comfortable. You wouldn't silence your voice just to avoid rocking the boat on a ship that's already sinking. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't confuse attachment with destiny. You'd stop calling it fate, when really it's just a trauma loop. You'd stop returning to the scene of the heartbreak, expecting a different ending, when you already know how the story ends. If you loved yourself, you'd stop looking at them for closure and start giving it to yourself. You'd stop hoping that they'll come back healed and start healing yourself while they're gone. You wouldn't wait for someone to choose you just to feel like you're worth choosing, because if you loved yourself, you'd know you already are. You'd know that real love isn't confusing. It doesn't leave you anxious. It doesn't feel like a war inside your chest. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't keep betraying your peace to earn their presence. You wouldn't keep letting your body hold the ache of someone else's indecision. You'd know someone being unsure about you is the clearest answer in the world. So if you're watching this and feeling that lump in your throat, that sting in your chest, maybe this is your sign to love yourself enough to walk away, to love yourself enough to stop settling, to love yourself enough to start over. Because if you truly loved yourself, you wouldn't keep abandoning yourself just to feel loved by someone else. Big hug.